here in Namlonge, Buso. I currently even have a baby that is 1 year old. Sometimes we bring her in here and she looks at us picking eggs. You hold a tray for her, she picks and puts. So I'm training her to be a farmer. I'm not going to inculcate that dream, or let me say force it on her to be a farmer, but I'm going to train her to have the knowledge in farming, in poultry, so that in case she goes out there, grows, becomes a doctor or anything else, she will have another skill besides that. So for purposes of improving our livelihood and our welfare, I'll have to train her and the rest of the family. I deal in poultry and goat rearing. We have different types of goats like Boers and Savannas and Movende. We are currently majoring in poultry and concentrating on poultry. The birds I have are called Issa Brown. This is Issa Brown. Most of them we import them from Belgium. We import them and receive them when they are just a day old and have them in the brooder. Which brooder we prepare it for a week, at least a week before. Disinfect it, make sure that the environment is just safe for the birds that are coming by putting husks. They don't need to go directly on the ground. The husks also help on generating more warmth. Then we also put pots with fire at least a day before the birds arrive, to ensure that the environment is still safe, not so hot, not so cold. It has to be regulated for the birds to be safe. When the birds arrive, we keep them around for about 2 hours without feed or what, so that they relax. They are stressed from travel. So after that, we give them water with glucose for energy. Some people use glucovit. It's the same thing. Then later on, we start giving them, we feed them food, like feed. We use starter pellet. And when I say starter pellet, I hope you understand they are small in size and just okay for the birds day one old. Farming has been a dream, a personal dream, and something I loved, something we love. So we decided to implement it. And we thank God that we are now here and still pushing. We started this farm in 2018. That's about 5 years now. Started with about 1,000 birds. We had our own savings and planned on those very savings and decided to keep pushing slowly. So as the years went by, we kept growing from 1,000 to 2,000 birds to 3,000. There was a time before COVID, we had about 6,000 birds. That is an addition of here and the ones in Zirowe, but 1 year back, we off-laid the ones in Zirowe and remained with these. So currently we have 3,000 birds that are laying, but we also just brought in more birds. That's about 1,000 birds. They are still in the brooder, so we're still pushing on with business. From these birds, we currently these are 2 different batches. We normally bring in batches of about 1,100, 1,120 something. So these are 2 different batches. One is older than the other. The old batch is currently, the production of the old batch is currently about 70%, and that means we get about 36 trays per day from them. Then the production of the other newer birds is still in 90s, so we still expect a lot from them, and we get about 60 trays from them per day. So that is our production per day. The market generally is from the village. The villagers are the different towns around us. even up to Kampala. We supply up to even Makere, Mengo Senior Secondary School, some schools here in Ubuntu. Yes, some farmers in Boambo. So because we reduced on our birds, we also had to inform our customers that we can't supply them as much as they want. So we had to put some of them off, but at least with communication, and we told them we shall be back in business after some time. And they are very aware, we are in touch with them. So we remained with a few that we are supplying. That's why I'm mentioning specific areas. Ensure that you're very good at planning your feeding rates, and that means also planning your finances. And then also ensure to be very, very, very observant when it comes to these birds. And you have to ensure that you observe your hygiene a lot. So we make sure that we provide water. Generally, taking care of those birds, you need to ensure that you look at the feed, and the feed includes water. It includes the different things like maize bran, broken, and the different ingredients that you can use to mix up those to make sure that the birds gain enough weight that is needed. You need to observe that they don't get affected with diseases like coccidiosis and all that, because that can also affect your expectations from the birds. So we disinfect them, we feed them. If you've taken good care of them, you expect to have you expect them to be laying eggs at least by about 3 months. So we normally push for extra 2 weeks, just because of certain reasons and to be sure. So we normally keep them in the brooder for about 3 months and 2 weeks, then we transfer them to the cages. Because at that point you're expecting most of them to start laying eggs. Even though they are small, they have started, and you wouldn't want to be seeing birds feeding on their eggs. So that's why we put them in the cages. We have about 5 workers. I won't disclose a salary per person. If I'm to estimate, generally I spend about 1.2. Accommodation, they are also okay, we take care of medical fees. We registered them under Namlong Medical Center, so medical fees, it's on us. Feeding is on us. Accommodation is on us. Basic needs, things to do with soap, what, it's on us. Our waste majorly here is the chicken droppings, kalimbwe. We have somewhere we drop them or deposit, because we use them for 2 to 3 reasons. The first reason is we use it for biogas, considering the expenses of charcoal lately that and all that. Anyone that can have access to this and you can afford to have your biogas plant, do it. So we use it for biogas, and it has been of good use to us. Then we also sell kalimbe. A dream of the farm is to have something way bigger than this.
Email us at gabiwater